Got a tip to share with you regarding understanding the Japanese a little better. Now, it's a silly tip, and some people might say, silly, Kurt, you're a nut. But here's what happened. I was standing at the corner up here, this big intersection, and there was a man standing across the way, and he was striking just a swaggering stance. I mean, not a swaggering stance. He was the pose. The swagger came later. He had this pose. I can't bring the camera back far enough. Like his knees were like this. His leg was like this, and one foot was up in the air. He had his umbrella, which was closed, and he was holding it like this. And he looked like he was posing on a statue. Some like in Trafalgar Square or something like that. And take Nelson down and put up the statue of this guy with his umbrella. And he had this look on his face as he kind of looked up in the air. And then the light turned green, and he started to walk. And he walked with a great swagger. I mean, his feet were swinging to and fro, and his body was moving back and forth, and he had his chin upraised. And you could just see great pride and great distinct mannerism as he was carrying himself across the street. And I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at the image that came to mind, whereas I was like, wow, look at this. This man, he's like a caricature of masculine identity in Japan. And then I did a little trick that I do sometimes that helps me to put things into perspective. In my mind, you hear about people being able to take one's clothes off, undress people in their mind to relax in a crowd situation. Well, I did the opposite. I dressed him, but I dressed him in kimono. That's right. I put over him a standard black issue kimono with the trademark Kamon stamps around it and the like, and I saw him picturing walking across the street, but not a paved street, a dirt street, as it would have been 2 or 3 generations back, in kimono, and it fit perfect. I could see the proud Japanese man in his kimono swaggering across the street in all of his splendor, like a peacock moving across the field in just beautiful, regaled by all who could see him. And now, of course, not all Japanese men are like this, but the point I'm trying to make is, and I'm not, this has nothing to do with the Japanese masculinity thing, although it does in a way, but the point I'm trying to make is that the Japanese are very different. They are themselves. They are clothed in a cloak of the modern world that they accepted upon themselves in the mid-19th century. And although that cloak really only is one layer deep, it's a veil that hides an interior that is very distinct and very different. This is the Far East, after all. This is the Far East. It is the extreme opposite end of the globe for most Westerners, and it is very different. Now, the reason I'm pointing this out is that when you come to Japan, sometimes it helps once in a while to just put the cloak back on. Let the Japanese be seen for what they are. For although they want to be a modern country, and they are a modern country, they are one of the world's great modern countries, a great success story, one of the great economies of the world, that there's no denying. And they will be the first to confess it. They are Japanese. They are Japan. They are this particular country, and they are unique, and I'm not going to get picked on by that bird. Okay, so there you go. Dressing the Japanese man in his traditional garb for just a moment in the mind's eye can help us to see who they really are. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.